Our artist of the week is none of the two on the screen. Just so you know. However, our artist of the week is an actor, a dancer, and dance instructor. She is a performer. I don't know if she's a singer yet, she'll tell us. And she runs a production company called Oxygen Concepts. Yesterday we tried to dichotomize between a performer and an actor, something like that, because there is a difference between stage performance and movie. I don't know. Please join me in welcoming this morning our artist of the week, Zara Udofia Ejoh.
Thank you very much.
She's smiling. This kind of New Year smile that will make someone say, give me your account number.
You know what I mean now. That side is why
I don't know what you mean, though. First somebody will come and knock your door. You collected. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
But just so you know.
What is all this forming shy? Look at her face.
Please.
Zara.
The last person that will deceive anybody that he or she is shy is a stage performer.
Thank you. Please, told her. Please.
I'm actually naturally very shy.
English.
Oh, she's actually very shy, she says.
Even you don't believe yourself.
On stage.
Even you don't believe yourself. Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Just so you know, you are the first artist of the week
For 2024.
There is no award for that. Just
Why?
shy people don't behave like this.
I don't understand, but there should be now.
There should be. We'll ask our...
As in first.
No, first for this year.
Yes,
There
now.
was first last year. We not get. You not get.
No matter, I go start on this year.
Jesus.
It's 2024.
Your sister is here. You start asking her questions. I want here.
Oh, God.
Are you surprised? How's it been?
It's been good.
Where
Very
have
good.
you been? Hiding.
Hiding
Yes.
in plain sight.
No helicopter sight.
No.
Plain
Yes,
sight.
around. Yes.
Okay.
You have been aligned.
More around.
Aligned.
What have you been doing? This is 2024. Maybe let's take it. Yeah. How far back does it go for you in this business? I understand that when you were younger, you used to perform in church and you didn't even know that you were going to do this as a career.
No, I didn't. As a little girl, I wanted to be a nurse or flight attendant. I wanted to be able to serve people, to travel. I wanted to see the world. But I guess I'm doing that now as an actor. I'm traveling. I'm seeing some of the world. I've not seen every part of it yet, or as much as I'd like to. But I'm getting there.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming. Yes, it is. It's coming.
You wanted to be a nurse?
Yes. Until I realized I did not like blood and needles. I still don't.
You don't like the sight of blood.
And needles.
So, how did you get into acting as a career?
Can I say purely by accident? It's possible to say that now,
Sure.
Abi. It's happened to me. It picked me. I had a cousin who was living with us. I was 15 going on 16, GSS2, GSS3. And she was in secondary school as well, in senior secondary school. And she was a part of a drama club that was created by a professional theater production company. So she was going to rehearsal one Saturday, and I wasn't doing anything. I was already doing stuff in church, always doing poetry in church, singing in choir, pretty much wherever I was needed. And I asked my mom for permission to go with her, and that was it. I met with a bunch of people who, Joseph Ofili, God bless you, thank you, Sunday Okunumo, Charles Somoregbe, who came back home with me and told my mother, and asked my mother for permission to take me to the National Theatre.
So you met
And
those,
you were hooked.
You met those two criminals, Joseph Ofili and Charles Omoregbe. Okay.
I did.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. They just happened to be.
I did.
You met
And
those
the story of my life will never be complete without them.
Stage is okay. Just for want of confirmation, stage is different from TV acting. How?
First, it's not a contest. A lot of people have, put me in situations where they want me to answer question or
I didn't say
try
which is
to.
better.
I know. I'm
Different.
saying for the audience to just clear the air. It's not a contest. It's different. The elements that go into it. I can get, sitting here now, I can get an email saying that I've been cast for a role in a film or a TV production. I get on stage, on sets, and they say, oh, we need you for 2 days. Here's your script. Here's the character Bible. I have a quick 10, 20-minute conversation with the director who tells me what my character, what he would like to see. And I go to a corner. I take in the lines. I get on set. They give me the costume, put the makeup on. And they say, okay, this is what we want you to sound like. This is how we'd want you to sit here, your secretary, whatever the role is, And I have sometimes maybe 30 minutes, an hour to just take it in, embody, get on camera. It's action. I deliver. I get the chicken. My account rings. And, we wait to see it on the big screen. For theater, you can be rehearsing for about 3 months. Yeah. I'm going to rehearse.
There's no take two.
No. You do it right there. Thank God I was not born in the days where they used to stone people rotting eggs. I don't know how. I probably would not have attempted it at all. But you go through that rigor. You have your polishing. You can do take 10. I've done shoots where we did take 12. Take 15 at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Because one actor, there was just that line or that expression that the director just wasn't getting. And I remember that day, it was a crowd scene. That person was just not, having it. And at some point, we had to be taking the line, oh yeah, read 3 lines. Have you gotten these 3 lines? Yes, I've gotten it. Oh yeah, shoot these 3 lines. We shoot the 3 lines. Oh yeah, come and get the next 3. We're going like that. You can do that with camera. Because when you're in the editing room, anything can happen. That's where the magic goes on.
Your green can become blue.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Green, things used to go on. You're taller, you're shorter, you're fatter. Anything can happen, Suddenly it's just your voice. Your face, no, they don't even show your face at all. It's just your voice. But when you're on stage, the beauty of contacts, the magic of seeing it all come alive. There's no ojoro. The audience is right there. You are sitting there with the person. You can't lie. Everything happens here. If you try to cheat, if you scratch your leg, the audience is looking at you.
But the good thing about the stage is that you can make mistakes and you are the only one who knows that you made mistakes.
The audience doesn't know your story.
For instance, I talked about Charles. Charles was directing a play and I was playing the lead. He was also playing lead, but he was like sub-lead to mine. He casted me for the role because he wrote the play. And I was supposed to be downstage left. Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be center stage center. So I had gone to stay at center stage center. And he came from wherever. Now, this is the irony. I was playing the role of the Holy Ghost. He was playing the role of the devil. And he could move me from center stage center to where I was supposed to be.
But you see...
And guess what? Only the 2 of us knew what was happening.
And he did it within the context of the story.
Absolutely.
He needed to imbibe the discipline
yes.
of being able to move you without his audience knowing that
Absolutely.
something's gone wrong, somebody is done.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
we
Having a
have
clue.
this situation where we see that, something have happened, something just happened right now. And then you can tell that there's a dramatic error somewhere. It has to happen without your audience knowing. So we take that time to go through the rigor of rehearsal, mastering it, imbibing the discipline, knowing, honing the craft of, the skill of the craft.
Wouldn't you therefore say that stage is a bit more difficult than...
It is very, very challenging. It's far more challenging than doing every genre of the performing arts come with their challenges.
Yes,
you
yes.
know, doing radio, sometimes it's, but there's a joy in hearing the outcome.
I'd rather not be seen. Radio gives me that mystery.
Radio now seems like a piece of cake
It's
in
not
comparison.
a piece of cake. No, it's not.
Eh?
You see,
Jesus.
where TV and stage gives you room for expression, everything
Has to be-
happens through what is heard.
Yeah.
How your body
voice.
moves, every has to come
Your
through your
voice.
voice.
We have to see
We
what
have
you are
to
saying.
see you.
Yeah.
We see you, we hear you, we know what you're feeling, how you're looking at the time. You've got to be able to pass it through just by being
You
heard.
used that word that I was looking for, discipline. While every performance, stage, because like it or not, comedians are on stage as well. Musicians are on stage as well. Every one of them has to have certain disciplines. But for stage, there is a code for discipline. I just hinted at one now. You have to be at certain points on the stage. If one person is on the wrong side of the stage at any given point in time, it affects the entire
trajectory of how the story is told.
So, is that one of the reasons that you would say, maybe I should ask it differently. People enjoyed stage back in time when there were no options. She's laughing.
Okay. We still enjoy the stage.
Here is where I'm going.
Okay.
Stage is a lot more technical, as you said.
Yeah.
Stage goes around and all. But rather than take all the cast and crew around, film just takes a tape.
Yes.
Or, come on. You just transfer it.
Yes.
And upload maybe 200 gig or whatever gig of movie, and
True.
it goes. So all of the cast and crew are through
Travel.
just one
Yes.
document. What are the things that you think we can do to shore up the magic of stage in our country? Because there's something about stage. In whichever culture, it pushes up, it markets culture. Someone was telling me about China and Japan and India, and that stage is part of what has helped them today to sustain their cultural heritage.
Yes.
What do we need to do in our country to do that?
We need to find a way to sell it.
Are we not selling it through our movies now?
Well, they're still movies. While you go to the theater, like he's just rightly said, the movies come to you at home. It's just all you need is that, no matter how small. We can watch movies now on our cell
on your phones.
You know, it depends on how wide your screen is. It comes to you. But theater, you still have to go to it. And while those systems can coexist and work very, very well independently, we cannot trade one for another. The culture of theater is the culture of theater.
Would you say we have that culture here?
We used to, and it's coming back. When I was introduced to professional theater in the 90s, I was in awe. Stepping into the National Theatre for the first time was a dream for me. God, it was like being in America. You know, you pass on Echo Bridge and you see that building, and then you tell yourself one day it would be nice to just, go in there. Just waka pass, you know. And then my first waka pass is actually being on stage in cinema hall too. And it was impossible. It was not possible to happen. You understand what I mean? And it has grown. I meet kids, I meet teenagers, I meet older people who walk up to me and say, I would just like to have one experience on stage. I've met people who've been doing TV and film for way longer than I have been. Excuse me. And I get calls and they say, I would just like to do just one. Just be on stage, just one. I've done it before. I'd like to experience it again.
How they know it will take 3 months to...
Well, sometimes it's shorter.
Okay.
You know, there is a reason why. It shouldn't be traded. That we have a vibrant film culture does not mean we throw away the theater culture that we can, because theater goes beyond just being entertainment. It goes way beyond. I've performed in the marketplace. I performed in stadiums. I performed under the bridge. Yes, because those messages, those audience, that particular audience needed to be reached, depending on what kind of message that you're carrying.
Going by the history of theater, you actually take it around.
Yes.
And all of that. What are you doing now on stage?
Today.
Oh, today?
Today. Oh, for the past, since...
Why are you talking like someone that is doing toasted?
Oh, God. It's 2024. We're going to have a beautiful year. It's good to start it like this. So today, sounding like someone who's being toasted, I'm going to be on stage.
Okay.
Playing Omajua, King Omajua in The King Must Dance Naked.
Oh, you are the one to dance naked? I'm just asking. You said you are playing King in King Must Dance. Isn't that what you just said?
What if there's another king?
Oh, okay.
Maybe the king before the king or the king after the king is there's going to be a king that will dance naked. And I'm playing a king.
Well, in case you want to see the king dance naked. And on stage, not in film.
Glover Memorial Hall is where it's happening.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's actually winding down now.
Yes, this weekend.
It's on its last legs this weekend.
Okay. So you people have come to market theater to us again.
We have to keep marketing it now so that we don't lose. People know that there's still theater.
You know, it's good that you say that theater is coming back, because when I was growing up, theater was big. Even if it was school plays, you made so much noise about it. All the parents came and it was a big thing to see their child on stage. We don't hear so much about all that these days.
Oh, well, it still happens in schools.
And the same way that, what's that thing called? Betamax and all that came and killed cinema. Happily, cinema is coming back. Where they turned our cinemas into churches.
For me, the only thing I'm just going to say is, for the theater audience, because a good number of them are still on the big screen as well.
Yes.
And one thing that I also find exciting is that stage now uses these kinds of screens as their props and all from time to time.
They incorporate it.
Well, we have to thank you very much for being here this morning, for being our very first artist of the week, all the way from Eket in Akwa Ibom State. Zara, Udofia, Ejoh, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And break a leg tonight.
Well,
I hope we'll see you at the theater to see the show.
all things are possible to them that believe.
I believe you. We'll see you there.
Okay. And that's Sunrise, the very first in the year 2024. Thank you for the privilege of being a part of your morning. And please do have an amazing and exceptional 2024, a blossoming one. I'm Ejoh Makinde.
And I'm Alero Edu saying see you next week with a brand new edition of Sunrise. Bye-bye.